Hey folks, it is Friday, September 8th. The time is 5:30 p.m. and I am here at St. Andrew Station in downtown Toronto. And I'm about to head up to street level. And I'll be taking a walk around the 2023 Toronto International Film Festival, or at least the street festival portion, as well as part of the entertainment district. And I think it's about 18 degrees Celsius outside. I think it'll be a little better if I go up this way. And this is the second day of the street festival. It runs for 4 days. But the film festival itself runs from September 7th, which was yesterday, until September 17th. And there is the festival there, just on the other side of King Street. So on this side of the street, we have the financial district. And this would be the tail end of the afternoon rush hour. And on the west side over there is the entertainment district. There'll be various live performances and outdoor screenings. I really don't know what to expect this year, so we're going to go take a look. And it's worth noting this year, the festival returns to an entirely in-person experience. In 2020, they implemented an online platform. That was due to the pandemic, and they kept that up until last year's festival, although last year's it's a bit of a mix between in-person and online, although it was mostly in-person. And it runs between University Avenue here and Peter Street. And a look east into the financial district. I guess they're going to an event. There's also a Blue Jay game starting in about an hour and a half. So you might see a lot of blue jerseys. And this festival was founded in 1976. I believe it's the fourth largest film festival of its kind in the world. There's some street eats. Cornmeal sandwiches.
Real easy, babe. You know I gotta love you easy, babe.
And on the left is Roy Thompson Hall. It's one of the venues used for the festival. They also hold screenings at the Tiff Lightbox Cinema and Scotiabank Arena, as well as a couple of theaters coming up on the right, the Royal Alex and the Princess of Wales. And there's a number of other venues used. I think for non-screenings. I think they're handing out free pizza. But you got to be prepared to line up for it. Although I don't know if it's worth waiting for a tiny little square of pizza like that, but to each their own.
What I do.
I think there'll be notably less celebrities at this year's film festival. That's due to the ongoing Screen Actors Guild strike. Hey, how are you? Good.
Great seeing you.
Yeah, reach out. We'll be in touch. All right. Enjoy. I just ran into someone I used to work with. As I was saying, due to the Screen Actors Guild and also the American Federation of Television and Radio Artists strikes, the actors are forbidden from promoting their upcoming projects. But I think that doesn't prevent the studios from preventing their work. Last year, there were a number of big celebs showing up, but I think this year, Ethan Hawke, Sean Penn, and Dakota Johnson were the biggest names to jump out at me. Now let's get over into David Peacock Square. I think there's an outdoor screening festival here where they'll be showing older movies.
But it's down there. Those guys.
The House of Peroni. There's the Royal Alex Theater. That's one of the venues used at Tiff. And this is where the red carpet is.
You would have walked that by now, though.
Maybe, but why am I still doing that meeting? I mean, I guess people are still
Louder chairs, some stuff.
Oh well. It's worth noting this is where the Canada Walk of Fame is. That's what these red squares are. That one is for Nelly Furtado. As my voice starts to go out. I think Nickelback will be here. And Little Nas X, Paul Simon, as well as a reunion of the Talking Heads. There's a full calendar and schedule of the events on the TIFF website. I've got this whole stretch of King Street blocked off to pedestrians even here. Speaking of which, I mentioned this in last year's video, but it's kind of silly that they hold the street festival on King Street here for 4 days and they have to disrupt the streetcars. When at the next intersection is John Street, which is actually a designated cultural corridor. It would be kind of an ideal spot to hold the street festival. They wouldn't have to interrupt streetcar traffic. And they've got this stretch of Duncan closed as well.
Really dying.
I'd rather just have a nice dinner before and not stay.
There's the Princess of Wales Theatre.
Come out until December.
Museum of Toronto.
That looks smart.
There must be some stars about to make an appearance here.
Bye, love you.
Okay, so the kid who plays.
It looks like there's probably some over there.
Yeah, when you look at the kid, that's probably the only difference. I actually saw.
Can we be right there?
I'm gonna stand up. Dude.
Oh, there you are. Hi. Open again. Oh, is it?
This is quite annoying, just trying to walk down the street here.
There's no way to get through. You're going as well?
It was so natural.
I think organizers definitely could have done a much better job allocating more sidewalk space here.
I saw the hair strands. Whatever that is, I don't know.
The Rica VO is so strong. Hold your nose.
Don't look back. You gotta keep going forward. Almost there.
I don't know, I'm just saying behind me.
Can you not push me, please? Someone was just jabbing their arm in my back. That was nice. They were continually pushing forward into me as they walked.
And he just came out.
No, he's going in as well, I think.
So.
It doesn't have the crisp taste. Yeah, the Kimberly doesn't give the essence.
Well, I don't think anyone standing there is going to get a good view of anything anyways. Is it really necessary to close off so much space and cram everyone into the sidewalk like that? Probably not.
I go by the name of Classic Roots, currently based in Toronto. In Toronto and Mohawk, it means the place in the water where the trees are standing.
There's a music stage over here.
So right about now, I got 45 minutes. I'm a house techno producer. All my stuff right now, I'm gonna be playing all our originals, and let's get it. And big ups to Tiff, by the way. Make some noise, everybody.
There's a DJ over at this stage. And this is John Street, which I alluded to earlier, is where I really think they should be holding the street festival. I think prior to 2011, they actually held it up in the Yorkville neighborhood. I remember seeing it there in years past. And this here is the Tiff Bell Lightbox Cinema. There's 5 theaters in there, 4 of which I think will be used for the film festival. Maybe all 5. And just north of here is the Scotiabank Theater. I'll be coming through this part of John Street later. And this stretch of King Street is known as Restaurant Row. And this building is where the Toronto International Film Festival is headquartered. I think I saw movie tickets for regular screenings started at $26 up to $32, and premium tickets range from $39 to $88. There's some pretty cool art. There's the artist tag up on the top left of it. That's probably an Instagram that it links to. I wonder if that's related to the Pigeon on Parliament Street, a German beer hall and pub. This festival certainly gets an A+ for its odors on either end. The street food trucks are quite pleasant to walk past. And we have reached the west end of the festival.
I'll take a few.
I think it's a 70.5 to 22.5 range, like balance. But mostly right.
And this is Peter Street. Well, to the north. To the south of here is Blue Jays Way. It looks like there's not much traffic on King Street, just west of here. Just busy sidewalks as people come and go from the festival. I'm going to head north up to Richmond Street and we'll make our way back over to John. And this is not it for large street festivals in the city this year. We still have the Ukrainian and Polish festivals, which I think will be taking place on the same weekend. I think that's next weekend, actually.
Oh my God.
This is Adelaide Street. So I'll make a right at Richmond Street here and we'll walk over to the Scotiabank Theatre. A block north of here is Queen Street. This is an area that used to feature a lot of clubs and bars and nightlife. There used to be one called Fez Boutique right on the corner there. And I think This Is London used to be right across the street. With an influx of condos and people moving into the area, they started to complain about the rowdy crowds on weekends. That combined with sort of the death of the mega club, and things pretty much shifted to smaller venues down on King West for the most part. This building here on the right houses Scotia Bank Arena, or rather theater. Always tempted to say arena, which opened back in '99. Opened as a Famous Players movie theater before Cineplex took over that theater chain. And it will be holding various screenings for Tiff movies. And it will also be getting demolished in the near future. Despite not being that old and relatively popular.
Cheaper than the Uber.
There's plans to turn this into condos. And there's to be a smaller theater replacing them, or replacing this. It opened as the Famous Players Paramount. And where Michael's is used to be a Chapters bookstore, where you'd hang out before a movie. That's now a Michael's. So this is John Street.
Not everybody can know everything. Yeah, and
There's the old Chum building. Once upon a time, this used to be a Milestones on the right. And this is all part of that building that will be demolished at some point. And there's what's perhaps one of downtown's best stretch of outdoor patios just across the street here. As sad as that sounds, this is a great spot to grab a drink. I think only the Esplanade tops it in that regard. And of course, a Hooters across the street. I'm actually going to go back across the street. Was a 504 bus replacing the King streetcar. I think former city planner Jennifer Keesmaat went on record saying how silly it was that they hold the film festival on King Street instead of John Street, as it disrupts a major transit corridor. But that aside, it's great to see so many people out. Last year, things didn't quite feel back to normal. But at least in terms of the crowds at the various street festivals, C&E, and other attractions, 2023 feels very much like a return to normal. All right, and this is taking us back to King Street. And this is where that crush of people was on the sidewalk, but that seems to have cleared up. So they just temporarily closed off the street here. Oh, this is much better. But since I'm back to a place where I've already been, I'm going to wrap this one up. So I hope you enjoyed this walk around the Toronto International Film Festival 2023, as well as the Entertainment District. I'm curious to hear your thoughts and comments down below. If you wish to support the channel, there's links to my Patreon and YouTube channel membership down in the description. I have an Instagram account at Johnny Strides, and there is a super thanks button appearing below the video if you wish to say thanks that way. Anywho, thank you for watching, and I will catch you in the next one. Yoink.